What's up, everybody? This is Donte, the founder of Donte's Boxing and Wellness Foundation, and also the owner of Donte's Boxing Gym. Today, I'm going to be talking to you all about what my nonprofit, Donte's Boxing and Wellness Foundation, is about, and why did it get started, so that people can know what they're buying into. Basically, what the nonprofit is about is trying to offer boxing training to youth that want to become their best selves, and we're just doing it through an avenue of offering boxing training. We do so by offering 4 different programs. We have the free boxing clinic. We also have the Be Well to Excel program. We have Donte's Boxing Academy, and we have the amateur boxing competition team. So between all 4 of those programs is what we offer to try to be able to get youth interested in boxing, and it helps with their mental and physical wellness. And it also is about trying to be able to get people to, if they want to get cross-trained, if they're from other sports like hockey or wrestling or football, basketball, whatever it is, even ping pong. We've had ping pong players come in here to try to get themselves in better conditioning and sharpness for their sport. So whatever that is, weight loss, we are offering an option for people to be able to get their kids ages 10 through 18 in one of our programs. How it got started, I'm getting this question a lot lately, is like, why did I start this foundation? It was basically, as the owner of Donte's Boxing Gym, I had partnered with a other nonprofit called the Street Outreach Network. And basically the Street Outreach Network, they work with a lot of kids, come from various at-risk like locations, whether they're coming from alternative schools, if they're getting suspended from schools a lot. So these were a lot of the at-risk kids in Montgomery County, and they were looking to try to partner with me through my boxing programs to try to be able to get their kids to get into boxing, to try to keep them on a straight and narrow path. They have 4 different groups that they predominantly focus on. They have the all black boy group, the all black girl group, the all Latino boy group, and the all Latino girl group. And basically the first group that I took on was the all black boy group, and they loved it. And so they wanted to keep coming. The coordinator for the other programs heard how much these kids enjoyed coming to see me in the boxing gym. And then they decided that they wanted to talk to me to find out if their kids would be interested. So each one of those groups, the coordinator came in, watched the first group I worked with, and then was like, wow, we want to get our groups involved. And so basically the way that they're structured, they have something like $10,000 allocated to outsourcing a resource. And once it hits that 10,000, they basically have to go and try to find another provider to keep their programming fresh, I believe. So what ended up happening, I hit that $10,000 threshold, and the kids wanted to still keep coming. A couple of them kept coming because it was the option to have a drop-in class for one of my other youth programs or a membership. So some of them kept coming, but the majority of them, unfortunately, didn't come, and because of the price barrier. So what ended up happening was that one of the kids that kept coming, my man Jackson, he had gotten a phone call from one of the boys that weren't coming to the program, and he came into the gym and he told me, he said, "Hey Don, I just finished talking to such and such," and he said, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Whoa, what's up with my man? I haven't seen him in a long time. How's he doing?" And he was like, "He's in jail." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What did he do?" He was like, he told me what happened, and basically, for the rest of the phone conversation, the young man had mentioned, if I would have stayed in Donte's program, I most likely wouldn't be where I am today. And, he got a 25 to life sentence because he ended up getting into a situation in his neighborhood and unfortunately ended up murdering somebody. And he was 17 and they charged him as an adult. And so basically he's going to be in jail pretty much for the rest of his life. And when my friend Jackson told me that, I felt it was like a dagger to my heart. And I really was like, man, I wish that I would have had an opportunity to be able to really offer my programs for free, and could have saved not just the person's life that he unfortunately took, but also his life and also their families that have been impacted and the community around them that's been impacted. So I really, decided to take it upon myself to be able to go after trying to figure out how to be able to get more youth into the boxing program that I offer without having to try to finally discover me through other nonprofits that were using me as a resource. And so I went to my local headquarters for the schools, which is MCPS headquarters, Montgomery County Education headquarters. I went to the front desk and I walked up and said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Donte from Donte's Boxing Gym. And I'm trying to find out how can I be able to promote my program through the school system. And the person that was at the front desk looked at me like, who are you? Basically like, not really trying to give me the time of day. And I say, hey, I'm Donte, I'm owner of Donte's Boxing Gym. I've worked with Street Outreach Network. I work with all these other, nonprofit and other organizations, counselors, therapists that are recommending their kids to come to me. But I'm trying to come to you all because, you all are kind of the source where the families, where the kids are. So I'm trying to make sure I can try to be able to market my program in the school system. And the lady was like, are you a nonprofit or are you a for-profit? I said, I'm for-profit. She was like, well, we can't work with you. And I was like, well, I've seen, flyers be passed out. I've seen you all work with other organizations. Why can't I be featured in some of these, distribution channels? And she was like, because you're a for-profit, we only work with nonprofits. And then a light bulb went off in my head, like, okay, now I need to be able to start thinking about how can I become or create a nonprofit. And so basically, by the time I left, they had a little chip on my shoulder because they really weren't trying to respect the work that I was doing, even though all these other nonprofits and other resources were coming to me as a solution to try to help a lot of the youth in the community get better and get their attitudes right, try to help them mature better and the like. And so I left there realizing I needed to start my nonprofit. And that's why I started my nonprofit, not just because of the situation that happened with the young man, but also I realized that there were other youth in the community that I can be able to be a positive impact toward to try to prevent other situations like that happened to that young man and his family, and also the other family and the other young man that ended up being, unfortunately, unalived. And it's just a sad situation. So basically, now I'm here. I have my nonprofit. I started it January 26, 2018. It really kicked off around 2021, a little bit after the pandemic. And now we've been full steam ahead. So now all of the programs that we're offering, a lot of youth and families are positively responding to it. And we're looking to grow, we're looking to expand, we're looking to bring on more coaches, we're looking to get more staff involved, we're looking to try to be a real impact in the community, just offering boxing as a resource as the first tier. But then we're trying to be able to get guest speakers to come in and talk about how they have become successful at their dedicated craft and careers. So we're trying to reach out to a lot of the people in the community to try to also be liaisons, to try to help a lot of young people see what they can be through their example. So please, we're doing a lot over here at Donte's Boxing and Wellness Foundation. Please go to our website. It's dontesfoundation.org. Again, DONTES. And you'll be able to see a lot of our mission, the vision, the programming that we offer, when we offering it. And again, we're just trying to be great stewards over the youth that we're leading. And we're working at like maximum capacity, right? And we have a wait list for people that want to come in. So please donate, try to see how you can get involved. Please suggest our nonprofit to other foundations and other therapists and other school systems that we can like positively impact. So that we can try to bring boxing to the masses and also try to help a lot of our youth with their mental, physical, and spiritual wellness so that we can try to be able to get them to become the successful individuals that we look forward to them being, especially as adults that need to be able to take over leadership roles in society as we continue to keep moving forward. So again, I'm Donte, the founder of Donte's Boxing and Wellness Foundation, also the owner of Donte's Boxing Gym. Thank you so much for watching. Please recommend this video to anybody that you think could be impacted positively by this, and I appreciate you. See you in the streets. Peace.